Sup, everybody? How? Oh, hold on. I think I had that audio issue that I had the one time with this headset. Should be good. Uh, actually, yeah. Let me know, guys. Uh, no, I don't think it's good. Hold on. Okay. Issue just said it's good. It's fine. Sounds fine. Voice sounds squeaky. It should be good now. Let me know if there's any issues. Although I can kind of hear it. It's messed up a little. I hear something a little bit wrong with it. Mute it, then it'll be fine. Yeah, that's it. I mean, for the most part, it's good. I can't actually hear my voice like coming through my headset, but I can tell, like it vibrates in a funny way. It sounds a little bit messed up. Whatever, we're gonna have to deal with it. If it gets bad, then I'll change it. Sounds normal? Okay. Okay. Maybe it's just, I don't know, maybe it's just in my head this time. It definitely started out as bad, though. Anyway. Unplugging and plugging back in seemed to do the trick. Okay. So, we gotta get started nice and quick. I need to get a tweet out immediately. Because there is oh god, guys, there's so much to do. Hashtag don't dap it up. Is that a dap raid? What's up, dap and dap raiders? Congrats on your arena selector. Thank you. Yeah, so I did get the arena selector, guys. I'll explain in a moment what I'm doing with it. Hold on. Dearest at Marvel Champions. It's time after time to stream the time after time quest. Whatever. P.S. I am now live. Okay. It's time after time to stream the time and after time quest. Tweet. Okay. There we go. We're good. Shark sending over $1. Thank you very much, Shark. Where is your last message? Shark just saying, ah! That's your last message. Alright. Shark, it's almost Lola time. Not today. Not tomorrow. I don't know exactly when, but Lola's almost back in the picture. Although, when Lola's back in the picture, might not be streaming because of Comic-Con. During actual Comic-Con itself, I'm not going to be able to stream just because by the time I get back, it's already going to be like 2 a.m. And then I got to wake up at like 7 a.m. to do it all over again. So, the Lola break continues, I guess. But what's up, everybody? Just flew in from Dap stream. Boy, are my arms tired. Oh my goodness. Thanks again for the raid, Dap. All right, let's just get started. I forgot I have a lot to do, so Oh my goodness, where to begin? So first off, I did get the selector thing. I don't even want to click on it because I do not want to accidentally... I do not want to accidentally claim that thing. I'm not ready to claim it just yet. That thumbnail, what did you do to Mrs. Carbapple this time, Bart? Mrs. Carbapple. Mrs. Crabapple, perhaps? Yeah, actually, that's what I was thinking about, too, when I was doing that. But okay, so I got the top 150 champion selector. I'll show you guys my score real quick. Versus. Yeah, I know how to get to arena. Where is it? Here we go. So this is my score. My head's covering part of it, but you guys could see the important numbers. It was 39.6. 39.6 million is what I was able to put up. I tried to just go as high as possible. I don't know what the exact cutoff was. Somebody in my alliance missed. I think they were rank 170-ish with a score of, it was like right over 30 million. So it looks like it was about 35 mil for the cutoff. Maybe, you know, a little bit above 35 mil, perhaps. I don't know. Anyway, point is I got it. And I want to choose the champion out of the rewards. Oh, you know what? I gotta let me join AQ real quick. I want to let me see if I'm clear. I want to pick the champion. I'm still not clear. I want the champion to have that synergy. I'm tempted to do this node linked. What node's incoming? What do we got here? Lazarus. 20% of like the boosted health is actually going to be a lot. No, it's not even bother. Anyway, I got I got the champion selector. I want the champion because he synergizes with Thing. He's one of the most powerful synergies for Thing, and I just ranked up my Thing and could potentially use him for a bunch of stuff actually. So that's why I went for. That's why I grinded this arena. But I also want to do before I use that selector, I want to get as many of these things as possible, these unified crystal shards things, because inside of this crystal is none other than the champion. There's a whole bunch of good champs in here, but the champion is one of them. And if I pulled the champion from this crystal, then I would not need to select champion. I could pick someone else. I could pick Darkhawk. I have to look at the whole list. I didn't see who else in there. I think it was just the champion and Darkhawk for like the two that I really wanted. But I gotta take a look. I haven't looked at the list since the start of the arena. So I want to complete all of Time After Time. So I gotta do that tonight. I also need to make sure that I can finish up the Tier 4 Basic Arena, which is not going to take that much longer. I need a little over 1 million points. Not that big a deal. Like 15 rounds, something like that. Only 2 days left, right? Yes, I'm going to try to 100% it tonight. And then I also need to do the quick match thing to get those exclusive 2 stars. So all that is what's going on today. So the Time After Time, I've actually been working on it throughout the day a bit. I was at 0%. I hadn't even joined the quest on Epic, and I did a full run through one time today. And of course, there's a lot more to do, but oh boy, this month event quest is just so long. It's just so long, man. But okay, anyway. Yeah, Oraplexian. I honestly thought about firing up the stream earlier today and just doing that, but it's not so easy. I'm not in my own home, you know what I mean? Otherwise, I probably would have. We would have just marathoned it. All right, so I need Well, I'll get Infinity Man after this. Let's complete the other paths first. Let's just start cruising through, man. Start cruising through. Nice thumbnail, thank you. I put an unusual amount of effort in for a on the road thumbnail. Normally my on the road thumbnails are like black background. I take my finger because I have a touchscreen monitor and I draw MCOC in New York or something like that. The couch looks so comfy, Articast. It's a pretty comfortable couch, dude, yeah. And I'm not on it, and, well, some may call me a fool for that. They'd be correct. PG, I need your help packing around my CC and want to know what I should or shouldn't pack in regards to clothing. Right now, I'm way overpacked. Well, I haven't looked at the weather myself, but I think Laura looked at the weather and said it's not going to be too warm. Like you know, it'll be warm enough, but it's not going to be like hot. So I don't know, man. There are places to do laundry around though, if in case you underpack or something like that. So don't let that stress you out too much. Bring clothing. I'm not sure how else to put it. I'm not so good at packing and stuff too. I just threw some t-shirts, a couple pair of jeans, a couple pair of shorts in there, and that's about it. Beaver casting couch guard sending over $2. Hold on, I'm gonna have to pop open my other tab thing here. Give me one sec. This one. Okay, I wonder who this is. Never seen this name before. Must be someone completely brand new. Saying a nonstop stream until 10 a.m. All you need is 3 cups of espressos and 2 toothpicks to hold your eyes open. Jesus, with toothpicks? Oh, give me a second here, guys. I'm sorry. Give me one moment. Okay, there we go. All right, what's up, everybody? I didn't just disappear for a couple minutes there. Oh man, sound should be good now, guys. Oh man, okay. I saw a little bug. I had to dispose of it. I'm sorry. It took it probably took longer than it should have. It was a small bug, but I spotted him from across the room. He's a fast little guy, but it had to be done. Okay. Where was I? That's right. Beaver casting couch card. Sending over $2. Thank you very much. Your message was: a non-stop stream till 10 a.m. All you need is 3 cups of espressos and 2 toothpicks to hold your eyes open, which it must be very painful. Also, happy birthday. Did you get the feature champ? I did. I was just talking about that a bit. So I ranked top 150, and I did not open the selector yet because I want to pop open a bunch of other crystals. It's not just, I should have been more clear with that. It's not just these time after time crystals or whatever they're called. I also want to pop open my 5 stars, which I think I have 4 of them. And my 6 star. Well, should I put my 6 star? Dispose of it? You mean run away and call for help, something like that. Yeah. I'm gonna have a 6 star after this time after time thing. So I might pop that open. Here's the thing: if I get the champion as a 6 star, I'd still want the champion as a 5 star. I don't know if it makes any sense for that to be a thing. Maybe I don't need him as a 5 star because, I mean, is there ever going to be a time where I need like a 5 star version? Oh yeah, you know, there would be sometimes. Certain gates could make it happen. So maybe I won't pop the 6. Maybe I won't do that just yet. Maybe I'll keep waiting on new champions to be added for that one. Shark sending over another buck. Is that just to toss your name up there? Because I don't see bone. Wow, really? Bone hiding pillow? That was your last comment? Oh my goodness. Mark Marples sending over £2 saying, "Hi BG, need your help. I'm about to start Act 5 and pull the Cosmic Gem to awaken King Groot, Annihilus, Angela, or hold it and pray for someone else. All rank 3, but I can rank 1 up. Hold it for now. Annihilus is getting buffed, and you might want to use it on Annihilus post-buff. But for right now, I'd recommend holding it. Yeah, I would... yeah, no. I'd recommend holding it. Angela doesn't need it. King Groot's interesting. At high sig levels, I think he's actually an underrated champion, but I also... I don't know. That's only at high sig levels, and he's really not worth investing all of those resources just to be like an okay champion. Wait, didn't I say I wasn't going to be doing this? Alright, you know what? I'm adding these 3 names to the wall, but after this, we're doing no more walls. This is going to be very confusing if somebody joins in after this. But it's too hard to do the wall stuff on the laptop. I made some exceptions in past days, but that's going to have to be the only wall for today. But yeah, thank you all. Thank you for the super chats. The 3 names that are up there: Beaver, Cassie, Couch Shark, and Mark. Shark and Mark, I like that. Oh, I need to pay attention to this fight, don't I? I did this fight once, right before the stream. And I ended up taking a lot of damage. I barely got through it. Just does so much. One little debuff on myself and take so much damage. But he did now. Girl. Where you at, bro? I'm in New Jersey. The East Coast. But you have missed a few streams recently. It's good to see your shining dome, Tom. Good to see you too, man. Yeah, the dome is it's shining bright, man. It's shining bright. This is gonna take forever. This is really gonna take a very long time to do all this. Like, that was just one path that I did. We're already 20 minutes into the stream. This is nuts. Alright, let's try to plow through here fast. Busy, I'm having such a hard time. 100% last chapter on Epic. I did the completion, but I had to use revives. Any help on all the boss fights? I'm running 4-star, rank 5, Domino, Blade, Cap, Affinity, Starkey, Medusa. I don't know how much help I could be. I really didn't even pay attention to the nodes in this guy so much on this void, or the nodes on the previous bosses, really. I'm sorry, I don't know how much help I could be here. One thing I will say is that the rewards, while they're decent enough, and I want to, you know, complete the event, I actually consider just not completing it. It's gonna take me a lot of units. It's actually gonna take quite a few units to complete the event with all these energy refills. And I really consider just not even completing it. Like, the rewards, they're decent, but they're not like must-have, huge, big-time deal type rewards. So if you cannot complete it, if you think it's just, you know, you're not quite ready, roster-wise, it may just not be there yet. Just don't sweat it. Just say, hey, you know, take that time to prepare and save resources for the next event. So, sorry I can't be of too much help there, but don't sweat it if you can't beat it. King Kevin MCOC 7 over a loony saying, hey BG, should I awaken Omega Red? Could take him to Sig 140 if I don't run suicides. He's still good to awaken, and Sig 140 is certainly high enough Sig level where he'll be powerful. Without suicides, you're not going to use them everywhere. As a matter of fact, depending on your champions, you might only barely use them. You might only use them for the times where there's like a bleed node or something like that. Because when I originally had Omega Red, I was not running suicides because my Alliance War team basically sucked with suicides. So I never ran suicides, and I never used Omega Red as a result. But he is still a good champion. I would say you might want to just kind of sit on the gem a little bit until you actually need to use Omega Red for something. I don't know. I know it sucks waiting sometimes. I know don't always want to be just waiting to use these resources. You got the resource, you want to use them, right? I will say though that I don't think it'd be a mistake to awaken him. Omega Red's the type of champion that even if you don't use him all the time because you're not running suicides, he's still very strong. And anytime you do come across a situation where there's some type of bleed, whether through a node or from the enemy, you're just gonna be exceptionally powerful. And even when not bleeding, he could still be useful. Even not against bleeding nodes, he can still be useful. It's just he's not gonna feel like he crushes the game. He's not gonna feel super overpowered, you know. But yeah. BG, I use Omega with no suicides to find the Red Hulk synergy quite useful. Interesting, really. The Red Hulk synergy? I think that's the one that gives him a spore on parry. You know, I hadn't considered that. I usually think of like, oh, just one spore is really not a big deal, but hey, maybe I could see it possibly being useful in that you know, without suicides, where you need every last little spore you can get your hands on. I can see it. Even with suicides, to be honest, I probably should consider that synergy a bit more than I do today. That's interesting. Thank you for the loony, though. Yeah, like I said, you really can't go wrong necessarily Awakening Omega Red. I just want you to know what you're in for. Without suicides, you may not use him like as you know, as much as I'm using him, for example, or anyone with suicides. Yo, BG, is there beef between you and Seaton? Sorry for asking, I'm just curious because I heard you the other day talking about a game you guys were playing and he cheated? At a game we were playing? We haven't played a game together ever. I don't know. It must have just been joking around. No, there's no beef between Seaton and I. We are going to fight to the death at Comic-Con. Yeah, I mean, there's that. But, beef? No beef. It's going to be on the main Marvel stage. You guys don't want to miss it. It's going to be on... Is it on Saturday? No, it's on... I think they're doing it early. They're doing it early. It's a steel cage death match. It's going down on... I think it's either Thursday or Friday. I got to check the... my little schedule pamphlet. But you don't want to miss it. The real MCOC showdown, yeah. I like beef tacos, beef tamales, and beef burgers. Well, yeah, of course. Eddie Gonzalez sending over to Eddie, saying, "Read Last Sexy Beast." Eddie, thank you very much for the 2. Saying, "Will you say hi to my mom and my Aunt Gloria?" Oh, of course. What's up, Baba Gonzalez and Aunt Gloria? Also sending you positive vibes from San Francisco and hope you have a good night. Eddie, thank you very much, dude. Positive vibes. You know I'm throwing them right back at you, man. Dude, thank you very much for the 2. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to the whole Gonzalez family. Thank you very much, dude. Alright, I need to throw... Who am I putting on the team? It's Cap Infinity, right? There we go. What's up, Lags? Been watching Back Captain's vlogs from last year. Gonna be so hyped for Comic-Con. Oh, dude, that's not a bad idea. That's cool. BG, plans for a thing guide, please? I've no immediate plans for one. Although I would like to make a guide for him eventually. But if you're waiting for one to come in the near future here, no, I have some other guides that are in the works before that one. Legacy, though, speaking of Legacy, he does have a Thing 101 guide on his channel that I highly recommend checking out. If you want to learn more about Thing and how to use them and all that, check out Legacy's channel. BG is currently in New Jersey, safe. In his New Jersey safe house, hiding from Seaton, who just moved from his parents' garden. Yes. Basically, here's what happened, guys. Seaton moved, and I was living in his basement, and he found out when he was packing his stuff. He was like, huh, "Wait a minute, that's not a metal plate." He thought the shine from my head was like a metal object or something like that. That's how I was fooling him all this time. Went to go pick it up, poked me in the eye, woke me up from my slumbers, and it was not a fun time for anybody. Have you gotten all the 2-star exclusives yet? I have not. I gotta do that too. So much to do. I gotta get the 2 stars, time after time, and then the tier 4 basic arena, not necessarily in that order. BG, because I already invested in 100% all the other chapters and just need to 100% the last chapter. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, if you did all that already, I can understand wanting to complete it for sure. So PG used my Cosmic Awakening Gem on Medusa, my best choice. Nice, dude. I think Medusa's a great champion to awaken. Watch your Summon to Showdown stream. Nice job hosting, BG. Thank you, Darren. Alright, let me look at this boss and see if I have any advice for how to fight this void at least. Yeah, the thing is he doesn't really have any nodes. Like, he has additional attack and health, and then Plagued Mind, which it's pretty cut and dry of what it does. You know, every 20 seconds drains your power. So basically, it's just a straight up fight against Void. The thing is, the Void is very stacked. So, you know, you might want to practice up your Voidage. Make sure that you are good at evading his L1, his L2. Time out your 10 hits. That way you're getting rid of the debuff as fast as humanly possible, because he does have nearly 10k attack, and it is going to hurt if you got a debuff on yourself. But as for other advice for the fight, you know, there's not really much I can say. It's just a high statted Void. I will try to take a look at the other bosses as we get to them in this chapter. I'm going to knock out this final chapter first. I don't know why. I just kind of feel like it. So yeah, I will take a look at those, but I really don't have a whole lot to add. Void's difficult to fight. The more you fight him, the better you get at getting rid of those debuffs. But he's tough. Void is one of those champions that is always going to be tough, because if you slip up a little bit, you lose your combo, or you know, some little mistakes here and there, it could be devastating. Okay, that quest is done though. BG, Hoot Awakening got Skill Gem on free-to-play account at 5-star Nick Fury, and Blade planning to get Deep Wounds, yet to complete 5-3 and 5-4. My opinion, Blade is the way to go. Blade, for your current point of progression, I think Blade's the way to go. Get that healing, save those resources. Blade crushes all of Act 5. He will destroy the rest of that for you. And then yeah, take those saved resources and, you know, continue exploring other areas of the game, or potentially save up for other offers that can contain a whole another Awakening Gem. Let me just check my line chat real quick, see if oh, I am clear. I guess I also could have just popped an AQ, but for some reason I decided to grab my phone. Let's go do AQ real quick. Okay. Yeah. So only take a moment. Just realized when I say grab my phone, some people might not understand. Like, wait a minute, aren't you on your phone right now? Yes, I am on my phone right now. I had to bring both of my phones to Comic-Con so I could record on one of them, like video on one of them, and capture the audio with the other. All right, hold on. Let me just tell these guys. Rampage and Phase. Let me tell them that they are clear. Oh, was I holding up this person too, I think? I think I was. Alright, hold on. Okay. Alright, alright. Now we good. Okay. Knock out these last couple nodes here real quick. Then we'll get back to time after time. Time after time. Anyone think of the song from Happy Gilmore? I know that's not the lyrics, but you know, it just reminds me of that song. King Kevin sending over another 3 of them Canadian bucks saying read last please. Okay. Will do. Thank you very much for another batch of loonies. Where is it? Here we go. I have enough units for suicides. Do any of my top champs suck? With them, Quake, Medusa, OG Vision, Gamora, Hawkeye, Ghost Rider, Havoc, Gulk, Rolk, Nick Fury. Some of them do. Some of them are quite good with suicides. Some of them I would say are possibly even better with suicides. But yeah, a bunch of them will suck with suicides. Gamora is not suicide friendly in the slightest. Basically, to be a suicide friendly champion, immunities is the, you know, it's the biggest thing. If you have 1 or 2 immunities to, you know, bleed and or poison, that's pretty helpful. And the other thing is, generally champions that spam their special abilities are also considered not very suicide friendly. So someone like Hawkeye, where you're going to be spamming a special 1, you're going to take a lot of recoil damage doing that. And because Hawkeye doesn't have any immunities, you want to be spamming special 1. He is one of the worst champions to have with suicides, really. So yeah, that's kind of how you can tell whether a champion's good or not, though, with the suicides. It's tricky with some other champions. So like OG Vision, for example, he has immunities to every part of the suicides except for recoil. And of course, you want to be using specials, special 1 or special 2 with that Vision, typically at least. But he's also lacking on damage, and the extra damage from suicides, it can be really helpful at times. So he's an odd case where, like, sometimes it's helpful to have suicides, sometimes it's not. Quake is another little bit of an odd case where, because you never really throw your specials with Quake, well, for most fights at least, taking that little bit of damage at the start of the fight is usually not such a bad thing. And having that extra damage and stuff could be nice for her, but also sometimes you don't want to take that extra damage, especially if there's like a heal block node or something like that. But yeah, you got some that are suicide friendly enough, like Medusa. I don't know how people usually feel about Ghost Rider. I feel like he's fine enough though. Quake, Vision, like I said, sometimes. Gulk and Rolk are both fine with suicides. Don't know about the others. But dude, thank you very much for the loonies and toonies and all that. All right. We gotta get back to this grind. Okay. I guess we just keep it going, right? Time after time. Like, here's the thing. I just did 1 quest out of 1 of the chapters. It feels like I accomplished something, but in reality, I accomplished practically nothing. Like, it's just so much left. There's so much left. My God. What special champ do I need for this quest? Alright, I might as well throw her on the team right now. Let's get Morning Star. What's kind of weird is sometimes they show the gates ahead of time and sometimes they don't. So like on this screen right here, I think it's just bugged where like never mind, it's right here that they show it. Oh. Okay. You just described every day for me. Yeah, I already cast. Oh, never mind. We'll cancel the whole bug thing. I found it. There it is. BG, when toy edit your team, they show the oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So, yep. Just figured that out. When you edit your team. I guess that's what that was. Which rank 5 to awaken, Corvus or Thing? Tough call. I think Corvus is the more likely of the champions that you'd want to pick and go with. He gains like death immunity. He doesn't need high sig level, just needs sig level 1. That's it. But it really depends on what you're looking for, because Thing is also a monster of a champion. And I think if you're gonna awaken Thing, then you're gonna want to feed him lots of sig levels to get that safeguard damage protection up. So I think it depends on two factors essentially. One, what you're looking to do, because they do bring different things to the table. So that's going to be probably the biggest factor. The second thing I would say is how many sig stones do you have? Because like I said, for Corvus, it's one and done, baby. You don't need any sig levels, just the awakening. Thing, not so much. Last, Pixie Bell. What is a last? Is that going to be hard to find? Let me see. BG tweet sucka. Okay. Give me a sec. Let me see if I can do this while in the time after time thing. It's so much harder to do with this current setup. You just got Blade. Congratulations. And then, of course, Justin's over here. Pixie got a Blade before a long-time summoner contest champion. You guys think you're so funny with your 5-star Blades. Oh, man. Well, congratulations. That is awesome. Good stuff. And is that a new member that I see? Welcome. I hope I do not mess up your name. I apologize in advance if I do. But welcome, Sridharan? Sridharan? Ah, I'm so sorry. But thank you very much for hitting that that join button, the member button, whatever it's looking like these days, because I never know with YouTube. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Wait, what the heck? Brian, I like your streams, but I like being an a-hole of a goose more? Did somebody hack Star? What? What is this? Yeah, that's exactly how you say it. I get the feeling that there's a little bit of sarcasm in there. I'm so sorry if I messed it up, man. But welcome. Please enjoy a banana. Thank you for the support. It's the Goose Game? Untitled Goose Game. Oh. Well, that's a rude game, and I don't like it very much. I'm getting wrecked. No, not sarcasm. Oh, really? Oh, well, cool then. I really thought I messed it up. Awesome. Oh, what? I tried to do a heavy attack there. Oh well, still fine. This Red Hulk is tanky, man. Is this the boss? Or is this... No, this is before the boss, right? Crap. Dude was tanky. Sheesh. Oh, man. Is it that members get bananas? That is correct. BG, I swear the day before the MCOC servers are turned off is when you pull 5-star blade. I'll believe it when I see it. Even then, I'm not going to believe it. It's great, fight me. Wow. This game, I really don't like what this game... Oh, that was the boss. I really don't like what this game has done to our star. To our nice star. Yesterday I noticed I lost my banana and green name. Called the bank to ask why, and they said they have problems with Google, and my account will no longer be able to purchase Google-related products. What in the world? That's interesting. Well, Ryu, thank you for all the support anyway, man. I know that you've done a bunch to support Green Name or not. And thank you very much. Alright. Let's crush this Yondu. BG, how's the East Coast? What's up, Quick Shot? It's good, man. Same old as same as I remembered it. Same as when I left it before. Smells just as bad as as ever. No, I'm just kidding. You know, growing up, I always heard jokes. I think I heard it in like The Simpsons, probably like the first time I heard it, but other places too. Of like, New Jersey is like America's armpit or something like that, or I don't know. That there's like some stench here and stuff like that. There's no actual stench except for in certain areas. Yeah, but I feel like that could be said for just about anywhere. If you're near like a swamp or something like that. BG, do you know how many wars are left before season is over? I want to say 5? I believe it's 5, but I'm not entirely sure. Or is it maybe 4? It's 4 because it's 4 weeks, and this is the one that we're in placement phase for right now. It'll be played out tomorrow. Is the last one before like the maintenance of the week, and then there's that one full week after that. So yeah, it should be 4. Based in Seattle, right, BG? Do I remember that correctly? That is correct. Although I'm in New Jersey right now. 4 including the one in place. Yeah. So 4 including this one. Yeah, that is correct. You don't want to wake Iceman or Sabretooth. They're okay, but not game changers with Awakening Gem. Agreed. I would definitely save the gem for a different champ besides those two. All right, let's see if I can kill this guy a little bit faster this time. If I can get some good heavies going in this GF. Let's see. Okay, I just need to get a heavy now. There we go. Oh yeah, he's going down much faster this time. Still pretty tanky though. Anywho. Tacoma joke was probably too specific for BG to know. I've been to wait. I'm thinking of a different place, aren't I? Tacoma, yeah, Tacoma's in Washington, right? Because that's like the Seattle-Tacoma airport thing. For some reason, I was thinking Arizona. What place in Arizona begins with a T that's like that? But it was too specific. I don't get the joke. Because as bad as Tacoma, I don't know. Tucson, there we go. Yeah. There it is. Okay. Got it. BG, who to rank 5 first? Awakened Blade, Aegon, or Unawakened Stark Spidey? Cap Infinity. Completed Act 5. Need to explore. Haven't done a lot of variants. Who do you use the most? Without knowing that, I'd recommend Blade just because I feel like he could save you a lot of resources, especially since the healing that he gets will scale with his rank, allowing him to heal just more health per second, essentially. Even though percentage-wise it'll be the same, but it's, if there's a larger total health pool. Anyway, I'd recommend that, but I will also say this. Your first or wait. Who to rank 5 first? Is this gonna be your first rank 5? Either way, whatever. Basically rank 5s, they're hard to come by. And you gotta go with the champion that you really enjoy playing, a champion that you're comfortable with and all that. And I would also just say you could also just rank the champion that you're playing the most right now. At rank 4, they're likely going to be the champion that you'd play the most at rank 5 if they were all rank 5, Hold on. Oh, my legs. I need to adjust my legs. Oh, okay. I'm doing like a full-on split right now. Okay. Another news, I rank 5 my 5-star thing today. OMG, is he amazing? And waking him on Tuesday when item use returns. Taking him to Sig 150 prestige. Nice, dude. Yeah, he's super, super strong. What's up, Hector? Do a blindfolded? Okay. Yes, Tacoma is known for smelling really bad. So is the East Coast as bad as Tacoma? Oh, okay. Well, you're wearing shorts, BG? Yeah, I am wearing shorts. Here's what I'll say. There are some areas that just stink. They just do. BG's like, oh, could you guys see my leg? I didn't even realize. I've shown my legs before. Anyway, I don't like this, like, the city smell so much of, like, New York City. I think that smell bothers me a bit. Where it's just, it smells like pollution. I don't know how else to say it. It smells like smoking pollution and all that. God, it's so hard to get comfortable in this spot. For a long amount of time, at least. It's comfortable when I started the stream. Yellowstone smells really bad, does it? I don't know if I've ever been to Yellowstone. Don't tell me there's a couch behind him. He's on the toilet, man. Yeah, I'm on the toilet. I like to stream from the toilet. This way, you know, in case I get a really good crystal pull and poop my pants, well, less cleanup. Always thinking one step ahead, guys. It's important in this game. Uh-oh. My spores. No, my spores. I'll get them back. It's the last thing I do, Red Hulk. I got a skill awakening gem from the login calendar. Gonna wait for Aegon for Labyrinth, but gotta finish the road 2 first. So wait, and if I could awaken him naturally, I have Blade. Nice. Yeah, it's a good way to go about it. Why is the Rolk dialogue figure so huge? Because we like it that way. Darren sending over $3. Darren, thank you very much. Saying, Hockey Fan BG, what would you name your new NHL team? The Ducks. Did the Ducks change their name? I think I heard that, right? Or are they still the Ducks? Or did like their contract with Disney run out where they had to name themselves after the Mighty Ducks movie or something? Either way, I love the Mighty Ducks. I'm not even a Hockey's fan. Or Hockey's. I'm not really a hockey fan. Actually, the few times that I ever played hockey, I found it to be really fun, but very few times that I've done that. Yet to be determined? Wait, it's yet to be determined? Really? The duck thing? But okay, if I can't use that name, since that's technically, you know, that was kind of a name. Buy the team jersey and wear it for streams. I love the Mighty Ducks. I wouldn't mind having a Mighty Ducks jersey. But okay, if I could name my team something else, I think it would be called... the Ghouls. The Ghouls inspired by Charlie from Always Sunny. Also Ghost and Goblins. That's what I was thinking of originally. And I was like, let's go with Ghouls. Oh, you're saying no, the Seattle team name. Oh, okay. Seattle team name is yet to be sure. Okay. Well, the Seattle Ghouls. Being a Kings fan, I'd be okay with you wearing the Anaheim Ducks jersey. Well, I'd want the jersey like from the movie, like exactly from the movie. That's the jersey that I need. Brian, Tara, what's up? I'm gonna get wrecked here, aren't I? Oh my god, that was a lot of damage. Wow. Uh-oh. Okay. And I'm dead. Well. What's up, BG? It's almost time. Captain Bay. Dude, it is almost time. Looking forward to it, man. It's been so long since I've seen you. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. I hit the mic. I need to... God. Hold on. This way. Maybe get rid of this pillow. Okay. Better. Oh man. Oh shit, it's always my fault. No, don't worry about it. It's not your fault. I just happened to get wrecked because, well, I don't know. Oh crap, I hit the mic again. I'm so sorry guys. I hope that wasn't extremely loud, but I have a feeling it was. I had an itch. Apologies. All right, we're done with this. We're done with this quest. we're an hour into the stream. I've done 2 quests. Oh my god. This is gonna take forever. Like, I know these later ones have more paths than the earlier ones, but still. Holy crap. Alright, what do we got? Who's the special champ? Spider-Gwen? This month's quest is dragged on forever. Yeah, it is dragging. I feel like I just watched that astronaut movie with the diaper filling scene. I don't think I've ever seen that. Is Epic Time of Time event possible with just 4s and something else? Yeah. I mean, really it's possible with like 2-star champions if you got the skills. But of course it makes it way, 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 way more difficult. The lower you know, the lower star champions you have, the more difficult it's going to be, but it is possible. BG, any group meetups planned for NYCC? Yes. So, every year, it's been kind of a tradition now, where we go to Dave & Buster's. We go to Dave & Buster's on, I think it's Saturday night. I'm pretty sure. And yeah, we kind of just there's a boatload of us that go there, and yeah, we go to Dave & Buster's for a couple reasons. Because some people might be thinking like, Dave & Buster's, what? That's lame. And like if you go to New York City, there's dozens of places, dozens of really awesome places to go to that are pretty close to the Javits Center. That one can argue might be cooler than Dave & Buster's, but I argue that it cannot be cooler than Dave & Buster's for 2 reasons. One, Dave & Buster's is all ages, and hey, not everybody in the MCOC community is over the age of 21. And 2, possibly even more important reason, I don't know how to be more important than that, but number 2, anyway, is there is an exclusive MCOC arcade game at Dave & Buster's. It's only at Dave & Buster's. And the game is actually really fun. Alright, what boss is this? What do we got? Okay, Particle Protector. Glance. And okay. So this is a chance to glance. Yeah, again, these fights, they're difficult fights because they have high stats. So they're not, they may not be easy to get through depending on where you're currently at in the game. But there's not really much that I can say in the way of like a guide for these guys. It's more of just like general. I mean, I guess there's always general tips that can be given for all these characters, but oh, I should not have got rid of my spores like that. Against Maestro, or I'm sorry, Mysterio. Against Maestro. Against Mysterio, one tip is don't attack into him after he pops his level 1 special, or his level 2, really, for that matter. Even though I did just attack into him a bit. If you attack into his L1, he kind of stores that damage, and I'll heal it back and reflect the damage that he stores and stuff. His L2, I think he has a chance to cause you to miss. I feel like if, say, the S word, I'll get a ban. S as in poop, but the other word for poop? No, you can say that word in the chat. I just try not to say it in the what's it called? On stream. Just, try to keep it family friendly if there's any kids around. Not even so much for like the kids that might like join the stream. Really, if you're old enough to find the stream on your own, then it's probably not a huge deal to hear a bad word As long, you know, not that should be like saying it like crazy, but for like a younger kid, but you know, if they hear a couple bad words, it's probably not the end of end of the world. But there's a lot of people that actually no, kids are pretty smart. They could probably navigate YouTube at the age of like 4. So maybe I take that back. But anyway, there's also a lot of people that have young kids that, you know, they're hanging out on the stream, but then they've got their kid with them or nearby. They can hear the stream, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I just try to keep it family friendly. But in the chat, you can pretty much say whatever you want, as long as it's not like offensive to somebody. Don't need to be insulting anybody. No racist stuff. You know, none of that. We don't need any of that business in here. Or anywhere for that matter. Now you can say seat in here. BG might give you a dirty look, but it's cool. Wow. That's the S word. Even as if Kabam could reserve that room at Dave & Buster's, that would be super nice. I think we're just gonna try to get lucky again with that. Dave hooked it up last year. Just sweet talking them into giving us that private room, essentially. Parenting tip: to prohibit something, the more, no, if you prohibit something, the more they'll like it, and if they get to do it, so it's better to keep things moderated than outright banned. Well, I'm no parent, but that sounds like there's at least some truth in that for sure. Kids like to be rebellious. I remember when I was a young kid, and actually I barely remember yesterday. I barely remember today for that matter. I managed to complete Epic once with 2 revives, both Mysterio, but they take so much time and the rewards are not worth it. I get 5 stars, Sentinel, Sinister, Voodoo from Unified Crystals. Yeah, I hear you, man. I really did consider just skipping the event, only doing a single completion. That's it. Like, thinking about how many units I'm going to spend, it's... I don't even know how many units I'm going to spend, so I never really did the math on it, I guess. But it might not be worth it having to use all these energy refills. I maybe should have planned out my month differently. Maybe skipping, like, heroic difficulty or something. Pumping that energy into this event, so I could have played it better, I'm sure. Plus, I missed a bunch of... my energy was capped for a while I was doing featured grinds and all that, so... I'm sure some of you maybe didn't have an issue with energy for the month, but man, do I ever have an issue with energy for the month. Hey! What's up, Pete? There's also that other event where that like made people use energy. Kind of. The solo one? Which, I didn't really do that, so... I skipped all those, pretty much. Wait till UNC and have bad blood or something. No, I think we're both able to donate blood. I think our blood is good. My blood is good, at least. I guess I never really checked Seaton's. But I'm gonna check it at Comic-Con in the Steel Deathmatch Cage match. That's gonna go down live at the Marvel stage. You don't want to miss it. Hall A. I don't even know if Hall A is a thing. I don't remember how the Javits Center is laid out. No, we have no bad blood between us. It's all just a joke. Hi, Sexy McDonald's. Is that my name? Do you think Thing plus Champion Synergy can beat 6.2 Crossbones with the way you gain power and Biohazard? Love you. I don't know. I'm not an expert on Thing yet. I ranked him up, and I've seen other people use him for a lot of things, but I've never seen him used for that fight in particular. I don't know. I do not know. If anyone has tried it, throw it in the chat. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's up, guys? Some dogs running around right now. BG says he's in New Jersey, but he is actually in Seaton's parents' place, pretending to be their new son since Seaton moved out. Yeah, that's that's where I'm at. I'm just pretending to be him. Oh, I wish I could do a British accent. Oh, hey, I'm Seaton. I live here. Oh, man. The F was that, and can I pet them? Yeah, they came out of nowhere, right? Came flying. Unfortunately, no. Cannot pet them through the internet. If there was a way, I'd let you. Last also, by the way, exclusive 2-star. Literally only take a few minutes to get. I was missing 13, opened 111 crystals, and had them all like 40 or 50 in. That's more than a few minutes, Swaggy Spoatster. A few minutes is like 5, 10 minutes maybe. It still takes a while to do all those like 50 rounds, dude. That's a lot. I'm gonna do it though. I'm gonna do it. Is this really the longest you've been apart from your wife since you met? Yes. It actually is quick shot. Well, so to clarify, it's the longest since we started dating. I don't know if it's the longest since we met. So we met working together. We were working the same job, and it was a retail job, and you know, depending on how the schedule was set up, maybe there was a time where we didn't see each other for like a week or something. But even then, I don't know, man. We did work together a decent amount. Actually, there were a lot of times that we didn't work together. So, but yeah, once we started dating, which was, I don't know, maybe 4 months after we met or something like that. This is the longest that we've been apart. 50 rounds of single champions isn't long. That's roughly 17 arena rounds. Yeah, but that's still more than a few minutes. Also, you didn't check last. Oh my goodness. All right, what is your last one? I'm gonna assume you aren't getting the legendary crystal 2, huh? That's what I stayed up doing last night. Probably not. Probably not. I think it's too much to do all that stuff. It's just not worth for a chance at a 5-star. It's not worth the units. I need the units for other things. BG, do you like KFC? If yes, play their dating simulator game with Colonel Sanders. Wait, what? The Colonel? He's got a dating game? Well, I'm not really a big fan of KFC. I used to eat KFC a bit. I don't really eat any I try not to eat much fast food. Dude, I keep going unblockable. It's crazy. But I kind of want to play that game. let's do it again. The same quest over and over. How exciting. Hey Brian, do you think they'll have sigil subscriptions on the wheel at Comic-Con? Pete, that's a good idea, dude. I don't think so. But that is a good idea. That'd be sick, man. That'd be really cool. Hopefully they thought of that too. I mean, if you think about it, the units that they have there is like a way bigger value than a sigil. Oh, jeez, I messed that up. So it wouldn't even be that bad if they gave out the sigil. Like, you know, in terms of like in relation to other things on the wheel, like it wouldn't stand out. It would be something cool, but it wouldn't like blow everything away. Become uncollected. Do I go for 5.4 completion or exploration of Act 4? Also, is variant possible for me? I have one Cat Marvel rank 4, rest all rank 3, 5 stars. I wouldn't bother with variant until you 100% clear Act 5 first. The order that I'd recommend doing things, because you want to know about, hold on. Yeah, like I would go for the first completion of Act 5, but if things get too rough, then just back out and explore Act 4, get the tier 2 alphas, use that to rank up a champion, and then you know, try again for Act 5. Variant is a higher level than Act 5. I bet BG secretly plays Fortnite in his spare time. Yes, I'm a level 12 forwarder. Something like that. Did you get the questionnaire and the sigil and see some of the stuff they might add? I got the in-game message or whatever, but I never bothered with it. I didn't feel it. I don't want to take this survey. To be honest, man. I remember people in my alliance saying there was some odd stuff that they saw in there, some potentially scary stuff. I don't know. I didn't see what they were though. He plays Fortnite with Joel? Oh, I would. Actually, I wouldn't. I offered to play what is it? PUBG. I offered to play. Oh wait, should not be attacking here. I offered to play that game with Joel, and he said no. He only wanted to play Fortnite at the time. Oh god, I'm dying. Oh no. I just crushed this Mysterio. Well, maybe crush is overstating things, but I beat this Mysterio last time. Now I'm getting my butt kicked. I'm scared. Go willpower healing. Yeah. Uh-oh. Ah, I always mess that up. I always get blasted by that L1. Fortnite was/is free. Maybe he didn't want to buy PUBG. He already had PUBG. So Joel used to stream PUBG, and then he went to Fortnite after that. And I'm not really into shooters that much, but I just really wanted to play with Joel. And I was like, hey, I don't like the look of Fortnite. Not like graphically. It didn't look like a fun game for me. I know a lot of people like it and all that, but it didn't look like the type of game that I would enjoy. But PUBG looked more enjoyable, and I never played either of those. But I told him like I would actually buy PUBG if he wanted to play, but he was so into Fortnite at the time because it had just Fortnite had just hit the scene, you know. That's all he wanted to play. I also think that he didn't believe me, but I would have done it. Ooh, Senator 400 rupees. Thank you very much. I'm just gonna, can I just call you S? Because I feel like I'm gonna mess up your name. And we got a fancy S for your and I know you said I got your name right the last time, but um, I'm just gonna say S because you got an awesome looking S for your profile picture. Um, we sent over 400 rupees saying thanks for advice. Trying Act 5.3, but Act 4 is so boring. Yeah, it's funny sometimes like that, right? Like where one difficulty is like, dang, this might be too difficult for me, and then you drop down to like the previous act, and you're like, but this one's too easy, like. But it gives good rewards. It gives good rewards. Lots of experience too. If you save up some energy refills, pop a um, pop a like a 50% experience boost, and then pop those energy refills. You gain a bunch of levels and stuff. So yeah. Uh, oh, it's okay. 566 is what that comes out to. All right. Thank you guys. S, thank you very much. Let me go ahead and update the big old D. Appreciate them 400 rupees. Thank you, thank you. Can you not spam? Please. Please no spamming. Tom, thanks for the help on the pronunciation. I got it right the first time, but it's just I don't know. I feel like I messed it up. Even though they said I got it right. It's just easier. Alright, another quest, 100%. Woo! Just gotta hear what difficulties are you going to explore. Just epic. Here's where I'm at for Master, by the way. So I will probably do just like a one-time clear for the rest of those. I just realized I actually 100% those first two quests. I guess those are really short. Not a lot wasted there. But yeah, I'll get these shards for that. So I'll probably do that for Master. Heroic, what I do for Heroic? I actually did a little bit for Heroic too. Normal, nothing. So yeah, Epic is the only one that I really want to finish up. Which, by finish up, I mean I gotta do it all. I've barely done anything. Oh, Korg. I'll grab Korg next. Forgot to check before I went in. BG. On my main alt and challenge account, I got 5-star Mystic on all 3 from 5-star Awakening Gem Crystal. Wow. What a coincidence. Jimmy Welsh sending over 10 bucks saying, "What time zone are you in?" I'm in Eastern time. I'm in New Jersey right now. Dude, thank you very much for the 10. That is very generous of you, Jimmy. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, normally I'm on the West Coast. Normally in Seattle, Washington. But I'm out on the East Coast for Comic-Con, basically. Staying in New Jersey, and yeah, I'll be here for like the next week or so. Thank you very much for the 10, though, dude. How do you deal with the mutant adaptoid robots on Diablo Ed besides Blade? I'm sorry, I'm not sure the fight you're talking about. Lovely, I'm down in San Francisco Bay Area and have fun. Oh, cool, dude. And thank you very much. I've never been to that area. I almost went there one time. I had tickets to go to GDC, which is Games Developers Conference, which I probably had no business being there anyway, because I'm not a game developer, but I'm a wannabe one, and I was like, oh, this could be cool to go to. Oh my god, I'm getting wrecked. I was thinking, like, yeah, this could be cool to go to, and I got tickets. I got an Airbnb, and then the Airbnb, like right before it was time to go out, they sent me a message saying California no longer allows that type of rental or something like that. And like they had to cancel and because of that, and it was, yeah, it just sucked. Everything else was booked up. There was no place for me to stay. Had to cancel the trip and lost a bunch of money because of it. I got like a partial refund, but partial ain't full. I mean, full from, you know, the Airbnb, but partial from GDC. Whew, just barely hanging on to this fight. Let's let this guy die on his own. Whew. Alright, let's go get Korg. Throw him on the team real quick. And I wanted to finish this all up tonight, and I knew it was going to take a while, and so that's why I started like before I started streaming, but this is still just not enough. I'm going a little bit slow. I can pick up the pace a bit. I'm going to try to, but it's still just not enough, man. The Adaptoid on the uncollected event quest on Diablo's chapter that evades like crazy. Don't have Blade, but you don't either, right? Actually I did go through. I just finished up Uncollected earlier today too. He was a bit of a pain. Yeah, I don't have Blade. I just used Omega Red like I always do. And attacked slowly, was quick to block, was doing like one-hit attacks type thing. And I can't remember, is he stun immune? If he wasn't stun immune, then I attacked him while he was stunned, but I don't remember. But yeah, I was just like attacking really slowly type of thing. BG, need your advice. I have 5-star Sig 80 Omega and Sig 20 Domino. I don't have Suicides unlocked yet. Which one should I rank for next? That Domino is probably going to do more for you than Omega, but Omega does have utility that Domino does not have, so it depends. For the average situation, though, you're probably going to enjoy Domino more. But it really does depend. Like the immunities that Omega Red brings to the table and everything are huge. They are huge. Hey you, yes you, I love you. What's up, Champion Nova? BG can awaken rank 2 5-star Omega Red. Help me get Act 5.2.4 done. Yes, absolutely. I would say you'd really want him at like rank 3. Or higher, of course, but even at rank 2, it can be good. You're not going to use them for every fight, probably. But if I remember correctly, there are some bleed nodes in that quest. And then that's the masochism node, where if you have spores on the enemy, each spore is a 10% chance to, for like the enemy to not be able to shrug off debuffs on themselves. And that includes with masochism. So if you have 10 spores in the enemy, you can parry stun, it's not going to trigger masochism. Guaranteed at 10 spores. Of course, you have a chance with anything less than 10. So how's your trip treated you so far? It's been good. It's been fine. Nothing too eventful to talk about outside, outside of the summer showdown, but it's been good. Thanks for getting me through a tough time in life. When I watch your streams, it makes me feel better. Well, King Zombie, man, sorry to hear that you're going through some tough times, but you're always welcome over here. You know what I mean? Happy to hear that you find a bit of joy with the streams. That's cool, man. Why is there even a nail in his bathroom? Wait, what? I must be missing some of this conversation because I saw someone else say something about feet. I have no idea what's going on. Hi, should I use my mutant gem on Domino, Omega, or Namor? I would not go with Domino. Omega or Namor are the better champions to awaken for most situations, at least. Domino is mostly a defensive awaken ability. I would say this too, though. With both Omega Red and Namor, I wouldn't awaken them unless you had at least a decent number of 6 stones to go along with the awakening gem. You know, 60, 80, hopefully even more than that, but anything less than 60 as like a bare minimum, and I would just wait until you got more 6 stones somehow, and in the meantime, while waiting, hopefully you'll naturally dupe the champions. Why are one-bedroom apartments so expensive? Oh, tell me about it, man. Lorenzo Harris sent an over 5. Lorenzo, thank you very much. Saying, sup BG. Got my Namor to rank 4. I fear for his awesomeness. Kabam is watching. Also got a skill gem, Taskmaster Massacre, or save it. I'd save it, personally. I like Massacre a lot. I don't really like Taskmaster. I like Massacre a lot. But I don't necessarily think that he needs the Awakening, and I would save it, personally. As far as what you want to do with the gem, I mean, it's up to you at the end of the day. Maybe you like Taskmaster more than I do, but that's what I'd personally do, at least. As for Namor, I don't think he needs to be nerfed, and this is coming from someone who, to be honest, thinks, I think a lot of champions could use a balance update, not always in a buffing type of way. I wouldn't necessarily mind if there were certain balance adjustments to nerf champions. But Namor, I think is fine. Like, he's very strong. Don't get me wrong, he's very strong, but he can't be used in every situation. I did say the other day that I do think it's weird that Kabam made his Awaken ability reduce damage by 100% when attacking. It just feels like it paints them into a corner at times, where he could potentially be really, really, really powerful, game-breakingly good against certain nodes, and then it would make it where if you don't have that champion, you just feel like you're screwed. Which is not always good for the game. But anyway, I don't think he's gonna get nerfed. I think there's other champions that are way more OP. Then again, I thought the same thing about Cole. Although we still haven't seen we still haven't heard of what Kabam is doing with Cole. So don't know if that's just a nerf or if it's a total balance adjustment where they reduce his damage but increase his survivability or something. But dude, thank you very much for the 5. I guess time will tell about Namor for the final verdict here from Kabam. I remember when that website was going to be finished before NYCC 2017. Well, not exactly finished. It was going to be live, but the website is never going to be finished. It's always going to be a continuously updated thing, and I do remember that, yes. And I understand it's 2019. And thanks for bringing that up. Quick shot. Besides the champion synergy, which ones do you recommend for the thing? Well, he's got like a whole synergy team, but that includes the champion. It's like the yeah, the champion with, you know, other champions that keep him alive and can heal him up and stuff like that. But outside of stuff like that, like just hit like his unique synergies. I mean, the Fantastic Four, of course, they offer some slight bonuses. He doesn't really need anything. He's good all on his lonesome. You're welcome. There's a surprising lack of website-related comments recently. Maybe today, but oh, trust me, it gets brought up. We just had a good long talk about it a mere few days ago. Brian, how do you feel about Night Thrasher? I have an Awakening Gem. Skilled for 5-star. Should I just wait? I personally would not give him the Awakening Gem. I think he's okay. I think I don't know. He's got some unique things going on for him, but I kind of just think that he's okay. I don't think he's that strong. I think he is synergy reliant. Not necessarily with bad champions, you know, it's like with Darkhawk, to give him reasonable damage. And he doesn't necessarily need that damage if you're using him specifically for his utility. But I guess in questing situations, the damage output can be kind of rough at times. He's not the worst champion ever, but I wouldn't awaken him. The way I think about Night Thrasher is like this. The utility that he has, it's not utility that you will commonly need. And if, like, people who want to rank up Night Thrasher, I think you need at least a decent number of rank 5s before looking to Night Thrasher as a rank up. Or I shouldn't necessarily just say rank 5. Like whatever your highest rank is. Rank 5, rank 4, rank 3, whatever it is. He's just not who I'd recommend like over other champions typically. Mirawatang sent an over £1. Thank you very much. Saying BG, it took me three years and a half and finally pulled Blade, but my account is so stacked now that makes Blade useless. Ideas? Plus just awaken Namor, so yeah, man. That's how it goes sometimes. All these champions that we really want, and then time goes by and you don't pull that champion, and eventually the day that you finally pull them, you've already got other good champions. You don't necessarily need them. I think the same thing has happened to a lot of people, especially with like Star-Lord. Star-Lord comes to mind, where, you know, some people it took forever to get 5-star Star-Lord. I actually, my 5-star Star-Lord's still unawakened. And by the time I get him awakened, I'm not gonna need him. That's how it goes sometimes. I mean, Blade is gonna be useful for a very long time to come, though, in my opinion. It's just you're not gonna use him in every situation like people were using him. But he's still great against dimensional beings. Still great against villains if you have the Ghost Rider synergy. Still extremely sustainable. Even if you did want to use him in every situation, he's extremely, you know, he can be used. Not so much against bleed immune probably, but he's extremely sustainable. The healing, I know you're saying that you just awakened Namor, so you probably can't awaken him, but you know, maybe one day you'll pull him again, awaken him. Miro, thank you very much for the buck. Robert Stromberg sending over 7 of them Canadian bucks. Thank you very much. talking about 3 toonies and a loony. Saying, Yo, BG, who should be my first 565? Starkey, Magic, or Sim Supreme All Awakened? Love your vids, by the way. Bring back Rank Up Roulette. I'd love to. Rank Up Roulette's pretty fun. I'm saving resources to make sure I can do a Legends run, but we'll see. Maybe I can bring it back after I know I can go for Legends. But dude, thank you very much for the 7. As for your first 565, you gotta follow your heart. It's gotta be the champion that you love the most. Some ways to maybe help get that out of you if you're really struggling to make that decision is who are you using the most right now. You can probably just go with that champion and be fine, because all those champions are good. And if I had to pick one between the 3, as much as I love Sim Supreme, I don't think I'd go Sim Supreme. Just because you can't use them in every situation. I would say Starkey and Magic, they can both be used in most situations. I mean, Sim Supreme, you know, he can be used in a lot of situations too. It's just that typically you don't use him. But anyway, Stark, Spidey, and Magic, those are 2 champions that do get used in lots and lots of situations. So I would recommend going with one of those 2. And on a personal level, I would choose Stark Spidey. There are times where you just really need that absolute maximum damage potential for a champion to get through something, and yeah, having Stark Spidey at 1 higher rank could be what you need. That said, Magic is not a bad choice, and I know a lot of people would choose Magic over Stark Spidey. So you gotta follow your heart on this one. But I would recommend going with one of those 2 if that helps your decision at all. And really just use, like, rank up whatever champion you're playing the most as a rank 4. You will not go wrong. And thank you again. I appreciate that. I'll fight you on that, Magic, all day. So here, I mean, the thing about those two characters, Magic and Stark Spidey, is I'm not really a fan of either of them. I acknowledge how powerful they are, and I wouldn't really give advice against those characters because I know they're so strong. And I did rank 5 Stark Spidey myself, so. But here, like, I don't really like playing Stark Spidey because he's so fragile, and the auto-evades sometimes mess me up, and I get wrecked as a result. So I'm not a huge fan of Stark Spidey. Magic, the reason why I'm not such a big fan of Magic is at some point I realized I'm not really a fan of power control champions so much. I like when champions have like a bit of power control built in. Actually, Stark Spidey is a good example of this, where he has like the heavy attack to fall back on, but it's not really like his main ability. You know, you're not really trying to lock someone's power down like you do with like, you know, Magic or Vision or something. But yeah, I realized I just don't enjoy that playstyle. I don't enjoy locking, like, for some, I'm sure it's super satisfying locking them down in the corner, knowing, hey man, it took some effort to get you backed up against the wall, but now if you backed up against the wall, you have 0 power. You can choose to intercept, or, you know, just kind of play it in a more standard way to get your openings, but having them backed up against the wall, not having to deal with their specials, for a lot of people, it's probably very satisfying. For me, I like utilizing the entire map. I like kind of doing the dance, the back and forth. That potential threat of you yourself being backed up against the wall and trying to avoid that. knowing that you're gonna have to react and respond and try to evade the enemy's special. These are things that I just really enjoy about this game. And you take that stuff away, and for some fights, it's fun for me, but very infrequently would I want to have that play style. It's one of the reasons why I don't like Quake either. Quake is the exact same way, except the other side of the screen. You're usually backed up against the left side of the map, but you're not doing the dance. You're just in that same spot. You're not really having to worry about the enemy's special because you're not really feeding them power, so they never get the special. And it just really makes for an unenjoyable experience for me personally. So yeah, Magic or Stark Spidey, both both great options. BG, you grinding Selector round 2? I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about it. Probably not, but I'm considering it. The first round cutoff wasn't that bad, and Darkhawk has been a champion that I've wanted for a while now. So I don't know. Can Namor beat 6.1.5 Crossbones? Probably not easily. I don't know if you can one-shot that Crossbones. I think you would take too much bleed damage because you're not able to attack rapidly enough to prevent that damage. I think you would. Yeah, I don't think he can do it. I was trying to think because Namor, he gains an Outlast charge whenever bleed is triggered on him, I believe. So maybe his charges would shoot up pretty quick. And maybe there's some type of way that you can just instantly blow Crossbones up with some good RNG, but I don't really see it happening. Especially the way like the power gain works in that fight. You'd basically have to push Crossbones to his special 3 to activate your special 3, and then immediately be firing off special 2s and get lucky crits and stuff. Did you see when I guessed 5 out of the 6 champs for the selector this week? Pete, I did not. I'm sorry. I think there was a few people that guessed though. What were you basing the guesses off of? The crystal that's out right now or something? Or just knowing about the comics? Because there was a few people that had some strong guesses, I'd say. God, I'm never gonna finish this in time. So yeah, I'm still thinking about the grind though. It's hard for me to work on like videos and stuff while I'm here, which is actually a reason like pushing me to do the grind. Because like, I don't know, that might just be an excuse though, because I can still write videos. I just can't really record and edit them so much. I'm probably going to record an opening whenever I finish this damn thing. Well, yeah, I'm going to record it. I just don't know when I'm going to finish. I'm going to record that and upload it here. But for any video that takes like a serious amount of editing, I'm not doing that on a laptop again. I only did it one time ever. It was a video. It was actually on an even worse. It was on a, like, this laptop's pretty good. I did it on a really crappy laptop. The laptop that I couldn't stream on. And some of you might remember the video. It was like a 2-minute video where I was just recording the PI of my champions, and I would put mastery points in and just like show the PI of the champions, but I had it synced up with a pretty cool song. It's kind of cool. The video didn't come out exactly how I wanted, but I put a lot of work into it, and I was proud of it, at least after I made it. So yeah, it's probably just an excuse, saying like, I can't really do much work while traveling. I could still work on videos, really, but it's just a pain. All right, you know what? I'm done with this quest for right now. I'll go back in here later. It's getting late. I'm gonna spin some crystals. All right, at least that'll be the last quest for chapter 5. But oh my god, this quest. This quest. I don't want to hear it. I'm on a dual-core laptop with Intel integrated graphics. Editing can be very painful. That's what my last laptop was. And the editing that I did, dude, it was a lot. For a 2-minute clip, I think that was the most editing I ever done. I don't know why I chose like then to do it. I guess I remember I was in Florida while I did it, and I guess yeah, I just couldn't sleep while on this trip, and like, well, let's make something. But it took it took a long time to make that 2 minutes. Like, I want to say it took me probably about 20 hours. Which is crazy. It would have been way faster if I wasn't on the laptop. But I want to say it took me about 20 hours to make that 2-minute video. So I made a 4-panel video for a synergy comparison, and the playback broke from text on the screen. Dude, text on screen, for some reason, is very CPU intensive or something like that. I don't know. I don't know exactly. I think it's CPU. Anyway, I've been having I recently switched editors, and the editor that I was using, you know, on my desktop computer, that's pretty powerful, it was crashing that thing, man. Well, not crashing the computer, but you know, the software itself would crash. I worked today and it crashed for a long time. Hello, goodbye, like the Beatles. You heard of those guys, right? I may have heard of them. Glory, man, yeah. Hey, Glory, dude. Actually, no, yeah. I'll tell you another time. Yeah, I'll tell you another time. It was gonna be something music related, but I don't want to go off. I figure a conversation like that, what I was about to say might start something up, and yeah, no, we'll talk about that another time. But the Beatles, not familiar. Are they on? Do they have a YouTube channel? Send it through Laura if need be. Okay. What are you using now? I'm on DaVinci Resolve because it's free, so yeah. Yeah, I switched to DaVinci Resolve. I'm still learning how to do certain things in it. I mean, I'm always going to be learning. There's so many things you can do, but I was using Vegas, and you know, it was a fine enough piece of software, but I hate it right now. It's just constant crashes all day, every day. It was getting to the point where it was just impossible to work. And I would try. Um, I would sit there and try over and over and over again. Like you know, I'd be able to get a solid. So occasionally, I'd be able to get like a full minute of editing, and just constantly saving. Like, God, when's the crash gonna happen? When's it gonna happen? Uh, and yeah, sure enough, man, it was just crashing like left and right. I tried everything too. I tried like uninstalling it. I formatted the computer and all that, man. Fresh install Windows. Nothing worked. And I'm not usually one of those like conspiracy theory type of people of like, oh, it's because they released a new version. That's why they made the old version crappy because they want to force you to upgrade. I shouldn't even say. I mean, we have that. That does happen. That actually does happen. So, we have kind of seen it. I mean, that happened with Apple, right? Where like they released a new version and they like detected your battery and slowed it down and slowed down your device or so, I don't know, whatever they did. Which might not even necessarily be the worst thing. It's really not that bad in comparison to what I think is going on with Vegas. But essentially, yeah, they came out with a new version. There's pop-up advertisements for it inside the program itself. There's like a little box that you can check off that says, you know, don't show me this again, which does not work. It you know, no matter how many times I check that, it will constantly show that stuff. And I'm like 2 versions behind now, I think, possibly even 3. And it feels like every single new version that comes out, it just makes this version worse and worse. And more of these offers, and yeah. It's a nightmare. This game is entertaining me far too much. Help. I will not help you because you were rude earlier. Was there a word today, Star? I didn't miss it, did I? We'll have to do it. We'll just move it to tomorrow. Anyway, it's late. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Jimmy, thank you very much for being tonight's biggest D. There was a bunch of super chats though, so thank you everybody. Bunch of super chats, new sponsor or member or whatever YouTube calls it. So thank you guys. No, I'm too entertained to find a word. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Will you be at NYCC this Thursday? Yes, I'll be there all 4 days. I'll be there all 4 days. I will mostly be at the MCOC booth. Occasionally, I will wander off to maybe get food. Some days I show up late. But essentially, if you are there at the MCOC booth for, you know, in like the midday, whatever, I'm basically gonna be there like all day long. There's no other booths that I care about. It's just MCOC. So yeah. Why you ignore everything and answer on annoying comments? I don't know what to tell you, man. I try to answer as many comments as possible. I don't know why these comments annoyed you. But, sorry I didn't read yours more, I guess, if that's what you were wanting. But alright. Anyway, guys, it is that time. Not even about that time, it is that time. It's time to end the stream. BG, why you treat me like animal? Oh man. because you like it. I don't know. Oh man. All right. Anyway, good night, everybody. I'll see you all tomorrow for roughly the same time stream. Good night.